You're more likely to hear Kendrick eviscerating Drake with wordplay as you travel through a modern city in the 2020s than the musical stylings of Soulja Boy. Popularity lacks permanence. Music trends and their accompanying styles come and go like the seasons. As much as I hoped for my adult clubbing experience to be gripped by business casual with poker faces, disco sticks, and bottles popped in ice like a blizzard, those days would come and go. This ebb and flow isn't exclusive to the West. The South Korean music industry, an emerging titan in the 21st century, is also influenced by these cycles. I'm Bert, aka Bertubble, and today we're exploring the death of a music genre: Christian horse girl K-pop. Oop, wrong video. Or was it? Christian horse girl K-pop is a term coined by online communities for K-pop songs often identified by their youthful, innocent, and saccharine sound, accompanied by notes of yearning and admiration. Into the New World by Girls' Generation is considered by many to be one of the earliest hallmark songs of the genre, with groups like A-Pink, G-Friend, Lovelyz, and Oh My Girl also spreading the gospel. You can get even more granular into the Christian horse girl subgenre as it has its own subgenres. G-Friend's power innocence is often complemented by an energetic guitar break, evident in their earlier hits like Rough and Navalera. They've also incorporated genres from decades past like New Jack Swing in Me Gustas Tu. Remember this for later. On the other hand, Lovelyz opted for a synthier approach in their discography as shown in Achu and Destiny. While these songs all sound different, they share an air of purity. Makeup and styling in this genre of K-pop was light and emphasized a clean look. Schoolgirl and schoolgirl adjacent outfits reigned supreme. While the concept's image presented frailty to some, there is no denying the genre's power. Me Gustas Tu dominated the K-pop charts for 437 days. I know people who've left their jobs before their 437th day. I'm people. This longevity in an industry where music goes in and out of style like fast fashion proved that groups encapsulating this sound were a force to be reckoned with. So what led to the genre's decline? I believe its downfall is attributed to K-pop's roots and human nature. It's important to understand how K-pop came to be, so let's take a step back and go into K-pop's roots. Say hello to Seo Boys. Seo Boys debuted in 1992 with members Seo, Yang Hyun-suk, aka the infamous YG of YG Entertainment, and Lee Jin-oh. They debuted with I Know, which was produced and written by Seo. It's sung in Korean but is quintessential New Jack Swing, a Western genre pioneered by Black producer Teddy Riley in the 1980s. Riley, alongside Keith Sweat, produced Sweat's debut single, I Want Her, which is a progenitor of the genre. Take a listen. Sounds familiar. At the time of filming this video, Teddy Riley isn't even 60. He's 57. RuPaul is older than him. This all didn't happen too long ago. Teddy Riley would actually go on to directly produce for K-pop groups like Girls' Generation and EXO. Sidebar, in typical K-pop fashion, Seo Boys have had questionable moments, like Seo marrying someone he met at 21 when she was 15, and member Lee Jin-oh doing this. Despite those incidents, Seo Boys opened up K-pop's gates to Western influence, for better or for worse. Korean music was sonically different prior to their debut and was dominated by genres like trot. Seo's extraction of black culture would go on and change the course of history. While New Jack Swing, the genre that made this shift possible, would see its peaks in the late 80s and early 90s, it wouldn't be able to sustain its popularity and would eventually be eclipsed by genres like G-Funk. See Dr. Dre's The Chronic. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. K-pop takes many of its trends from the West. Yeah, the timing may not match up perfectly. Neo's soulful R&B hit So Sick was released in 2006, and Fallen, a song by Lovelyz, which sounds pretty similar, came out over a decade after. But other times it's much closer, like how in 2020, The Weeknd's release of Blinding Lights quickly prompted an 80s-inspired synthwave in the world of K-pop. GFriend's Mago, Everglow's La Di Da, Twice's I Can't Stop Me. K-pop and the Christian horse girls were destined to be impacted by the trend cycles that also affected their musical ancestors. Yeah, these idols in the 90s didn't have things like ending fairies, relay dances, what have you, but K-pop began with Western influence and undeniably continues to use Western trends to this day. The Hallyu wave further drove this interconnection, and many groups today often cater to those who prefer an overtly Western sound. And yes, Christian horse girl music does use Western elements, but it's not as blatant. The world of girl groups has adjusted in favor of more mature girl crush or Y2K-esque concepts. Idols, despite being treated like products by the industry, are human. They desire change, they desire growth, they desire the freedom to choose their own concepts. While the Christian horse girl concept is age appropriate for minors who debut as idols, as they grow more in the industry, their desires and goals change as well. Some idols known for the concept, like Una from GFriend, have expressed their desires to branch out and try other concepts, like a more sexy one.
To the lies, wrong or right. Gonna blow your mind with or ties.
Humans naturally drive for progression in various ways. Being stuck in a style, especially as an artist, can feel limiting and detrimental to growth and the very human desire to change and explore. Just look at the difference between Vincent van Gogh's work between 1885 and 1887. The Potato Eaters and Self-Portrait with Gray Felt Hat look completely different. In the realm of music, you could look at Lady Gaga. She grew up classically trained, would go on to become a pop sensation, and then branch out and try other genres like jazz. Can you tell I idolized Lady Gaga growing up?
Come on, monsters!
The Christian horse girl isn't fully dead. She's kind of like a grandma left on life support. Some groups have tried reviving the concept to varying degrees of success, like CSR and ILE1. It's truly the end of an era. Do I think the Christian horse girl concept could make a comeback of some kind? Maybe? The world is currently experiencing a pendulum swing back to the conservative, and the Christian horse girl aesthetic fits that bill. Unfortunately, I think it's far from reaching the heights it once stood at. Thanks for watching today's video, the first video on this channel. We're working things out, getting used to this setup. We'll see what the next video has in store for us. I can finally say it. Like, follow, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and I'll see you next time.